Today I would like to show you a very important thing concerning the rendering in Adobe Premiere. So right here we have a computer with an i9-750, 16 GB of RAM, and we have a ray tracing RTX 260 mobile. Okay, so which is a good card. It's not overkill, but it's good for editing. Now, we took any video from YouTube and we're going to export it. So right now I just would like to let you see the speed, because I saw that so many people have different results and sometimes I don't exactly know why. So this is an explanation you'll see. So first of all, we're going to show you how different resolutions and FPS will change and how software encoding can change. So first of all, let's start with this. We're making an export right here, and for a video of about 31 minutes in very low resolution, the software encoder is able to make it in around 2 minutes and 30 seconds, probably a bit more. Okay. Now, if we enable the hardware encoding, then we will have a speed which will be turbocharged to about less than a minute 30, so nearly double the time less. Now, if we change the resolution, so it's not even necessary to show you with the software encoder, we're just going to make it with the hardware encoder, which is the NVIDIA RTX 260. Now, this is for full HD. We have less than 2 minutes 30 around, and if we max it with maximum depth quality and rendering quality and previews, then we will change that time to probably not something tragically more, but something like 4 minutes and a half instead of 2 minutes and a half. This is with 60 FPS and all the maxed out settings right here, which is good still for a video of 31 minutes. It's still pretty good. Now, if we put it to very much higher resolution, which is 4K and 60 FPS and stuff, then we will get around 13 minutes, which is still very good, using maximum rendering quality and maximum depth plus the previews. Okay, so this is what we're going to have, around less than 13 minutes, more or less. According to the speed here, which is going back and forth, I would expect it to be something more than like 15 minutes, which is 2 times faster than the actual video time, which is good. Now, I'm going to show you something right here. So we're going to make cancel, okay? And we're going to go in preference. So in preference right here, we have many different options, you know, about the appearance, audio, and all of that. But there is something that you need to look not into preference, but project setting. And then here, since I unplugged my computer, and before it was automatically on that, but when I unplugged it, then it automatically chose the GPU acceleration, which is called OpenGL. Now I'm going to show you something. Right now, if you want to export the same thing according to the same settings, okay? Right now we're going to put the last one that we put before, which is 4K. We're going to put the exact same settings of about 60 FPS plus the renderer, max those settings out. And when we're going to make export, instead of having 13 minutes, we're going here to have something which is more of the like of an hour, and even much more, which is probably an hour and a half. So literally 6 or 7 times more than what we got, because the OpenGL is not optimized for Adobe Premiere, while the CUDA cores are entirely optimized, hopefully. Now, if we make it on software encoding, then I guess that this is going to be even worse. Right now we start at 1 hour and 10 instead of 45 minutes, and then this number is just like frozen, and it's going to go up, up, up to probably like 2 or 3 hours even. So this is literally like 12 or 15 times less good than the CUDA cores. Right here, this number is not real. It's going to go up more than this, as you can see. So it's going to be 2 hours and a half or 3 hours. So guys, by all means, when you make an editing, always choose the CUDA acceleration, and this is going to literally turbocharge the capacity of your GTX or RTX, and it's going to be a charm that you can literally put your video in around 4K and even more and still get a quality which will be like, whoa, super duper, as you can see right now, around 13 minutes, which is 2 times less than 2 times, even near to a third of the time of the playback of the video. Now it's going to be a third to render it, which is great. So this is for it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you want to max it even to something which is heavier than 8K, then with the RTX, even at 60 FPS like we did right now, and heavy settings, since we use the CUDA cores, then we're going to probably max it. Now you see the PC is becoming hot because this is a laptop, but if we do it on the CUDA cores, we will be able to make the export of this video in around 3 hours and 58 minutes. But you clearly see that this PC is not made to edit 8K, rather is meant to edit 4K maximum. We can even try to make like 4K and a half, even though this format doesn't exist, but just to see the limits. Oh, sorry. It was, you see, the graphic card cannot even support more than 4K. So basically this is the maximum that we can push it, and we still can have very decent times of about between the third and the half of the playback time for the rendering time. And this is basically a computer which is very effective for 4K, but will not perform more than this. I used to have a PC with a RTX 280, and it's probable, even not sure, that this PC might have done a much better job. However, for the 4K, I was very surprised by the fact that this PC actually even outpaced my 280 PC. And another thing which is very interesting right here, I don't know exactly where I found it. I think I found it on GP. Yeah, we're going to make this research together, okay? So you can appreciate this wonderful card right here. So we're going to go on GPU.user benchmark, and then we're going to change this for the RTX mobile, which is this one, and we're going to put here the 280. I'm not sure if it's here that I saw it, but it might be. And as you can see, this card, which is a PC 280, is naturally much faster than 260. But and that's what I wanted to show you guys. On GTA 5, and when I played it, I saw that it was smoother on my PC, on my laptop, sorry, with this laptop, with the 260 mobile. I was like, maybe there is a bug, maybe the other PC wasn't optimized. Basically, no. We can literally see here that the average FPS on the mobile 260 is intriguingly and interestingly higher than the GT5 on an RTX 280 even on a computer. And that's why, I don't know exactly how and why, but on Adobe Rendering, I found the same thing to be true here, which is great because a small laptop can eventually be even faster in some specific tasks than a big big desktop monster with like 750 watt of TDP versus this one that runs, I think, at 90 watt. So that was the thing for today. I just put it here for myself and for you guys, so at least you can really have some good info for video rendering and about those two cards. And